Hey guys, it's Kevin Urita here from Moy Media, and today I want to talk about this tweet that I saw by Moiz Ali. So I'm not sure if you know about Moaz, but he is the founder of Native Deodorant. They created this essentially one of the earlier D2C brands for deodorants, and they got sold to, I'm pretty sure it was like Procter and Gamble. They got acquired by. So Moaz is really good. I think he's a great someone you should follow on Twitter for if you're into D2C space, growth marketing, investing. He's kind of really switched his gears in the last few years after he sold, but he's really still heavily into the DTC slash marketing space. And really, he's really a marketer, not really about D2C brands, but about stuff in general. And he tweeted out this tweet last month. It says, unpopular opinion. Nearly every D2C brand cares too much about brand. Brand advertising Brand advertising when you're doing under $15 million a year is nuts. You build a brand by getting sales, not impressions. Impressions. Focus on revenue and you build a brand before you know it. And I think this is so important, and it's something I also believe at. A lot of brands, uh, they want to become a brand even though they don't have sales. You build a brand by getting sales, focusing on what works, focusing on getting your product out to customers. There's so many more things that you need to do that will actually build a brand besides branding. And when I say branding, sometimes people think, hey, just doing a branding campaign or just doing good, just like billboard ads. But people think about brands sometimes with their brand colors, the packaging, all that stuff is a part of the brand. But I think what's more important is getting your product out to people. When people understand your product and your service, then that inherently creates a brand around the thing you're selling. It doesn't mean that I think sometimes people get too caught up in like, oh, we can't use that font because it's not part of our brand. First of all, you don't have a brand, you don't have a product to sell. You need to actually sell something, and then you can refine that once you're doing 15 to $20 million to sort of tighten it up. But in the beginning, try everything out, try different colors, try different styles, try different packaging, and see what resonates with your customers, and then you build a brand around that. Whereas I think we talk to a lot of marketers, I talk to a lot of founders, and they're like, hey, that's not our brand. But then I'm looking at their Shopify sales. They have like maybe what, 10K a month. I was like, you don't have a brand, no one recognizes a brand under $15 million is just for your own, like, you just want to feel good about yourself. But that doesn't, I don't think that matters. I built my companies without even thinking about branding, but I think about sales, and that inherently makes a brand. So I think what he's saying is 100% right. Like, under $15 million a year, all you need to focus on is getting sales. That is doing whatever it takes, advertorials, clickbait stuff, things that might not work. And I know a lot of people saying, yep, I will do that, but then they get so attached to this concept of a brand that and the reason this happens really is because you want to impress your friends. You want to show your friends what you're doing. You want to say, hey, look at this great site that I have. But really, what's more impressive is revenue, sales, getting customers, keeping your business alive. And I think too many people are focused on, hey, what would my friend think if they saw this ad? But again, that's not their business. It's your business. You're the one that's putting in your own money. So you need to focus on what's going to make you sales. Again, like anything in life, people care so much what other people think, but really you should be caring about is, am I making money? Am I growing my business? And is this providing the lifestyle that I want? So those are some concepts to think about. I think, what it says 100% right. Under $15 million a year, just focus on sales, and then that will inherently build a brand, and that will then eventually, you can then eventually tighten that up because now you actually have the money to afford branding and afford styles and afford all this sort of stuff that you might want to do. So those are some thoughts I had about D2C branding and sales. So talk to you soon. Thanks.